GZMD says, I know you've already played it. Any thoughts on Stalker 2 leaving Game Pass after only a year? I enjoyed it but never finished as I wanted to play a more polished version. Nope, no thoughts. It's their game, they can do what they want with it. I'm happy to have played it. I've done 2 full playthroughs. I own the Ultimate Edition. I look forward to the story DLCs whenever those might happen. I would definitely play those whenever they happen. People crying about it leaving Game Pass are just a bunch of crybaby trolls making shit up to cause controversy and to farm rage on YouTube. Just like they do with all the other games when they cry about things and make shit up and be like, I'm so angry! How dare they do this thing? That doesn't impact my life whatsoever, but I'm gonna be angry about it and make content around it on the internet. And get other angry incels to be riotous about it. Make lots of money off of rage bait clicks. It's been out for a year. If people didn't play it in the year that it was out on Game Pass, that is entirely up to them. It's a great game. It's been completely playable since the day it launched. They obviously had a lot of kinks when it first launched, but I have done 2 full playthroughs with 0 issues other than some graphical anomalies during the first like 5 or 6 days, but they patched those pretty quickly. So I have gotten my full enjoyment out of that game. Probably about 100 hours of entertainment so far. She's been dead a while. Semper says it looks interesting. Sort of want to get on a PS5, but if Game Pass is a waste. No, it's not a waste. It's a great game. So wherever you choose to buy it, you're going to get your value from it. I personally own it. I bought I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition on the Xbox Series X. So I did not play the Game Pass version. I played the full version of the game, and I own the Ultimate Edition. So whenever the story DLCs are out, I'm ready to go. It just came out on PS5 earlier this year, like a few months, I think maybe October. I don't remember exactly when. I would highly recommend the game. Buy it, play it, get your enjoyment out of it. Support the team. They've been through a lot. They deserve money. They deserve to be rewarded for their time developing the game. Anybody who sits there and complains about the game, oh, it had a buggy launch. Every game has bugs. Show me a game that doesn't have bugs. They should have done better. You do better. You go develop a game while your city is being bombed. You develop a game where you have to literally leave your home country, leave your home city, and travel by bus to another country where you have to set up a brand new game studio to develop a game, to continue developing. You do that and come to complain to me about how the game had bugs. How dare they? They should have done better. Fuck off. I have no sympathy for assholes. One of my favorites was someone trying to say that I remember when that game came out and people were complaining about bugs at launch, and we were talking about the war and the development issues and having to move countries. I mean, they literally had to put their team on buses to get them out of the city while it was being actively bombed. Not every one of the team members chose to go with them. Some of the team members stayed behind and worked from a city that was being actively bombed. And I remember someone said that there's no excuse for missing work, and they compared people moving a city while being actively bombed to someone having a cold or having a period and having to miss work because they were sick. And I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind if you think that that's even remotely the same thing. People work under stressful conditions all the time and have to deal with like going to work when they have the flu or going to work when they have the period.
Sweetheart, honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you?
Hey there, buddy. Me? I'm the guy distracting you so the guy hiding back there can blow your brains out. Hi there, guy. Little help?
Guy?
I told you it was gonna end badly. Now, I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day.
What's up, Duchess?
Huh. Well, not exactly the introduction to the Wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you.
What was all that about? He said something about a treasure?
Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Not exactly good for a budding business.
You looking for help dealing with these thugs?
Now that you mention it, I could use an extra pair of hands. See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off, so I don't have the bodies to spare right now. But I'm willing to pay good money if you put an end to this for me. So, what do you say?
By the way, I thought it had already come out on PS5. Stalker 2 comes out on November 20th. Hang on a second here. That's not correct. Hang on, I'm looking at the release date now. It says November 20th. Is it the same date that coincides with last year, though? I thought it was already out on PS5. Yes, a PlayStation 5 version of the game is scheduled to release on 20th November 2025. I thought it was already out on PS5 for some odd reason. So essentially, it's coming out right after it leaves Game Pass. They'll be able to their period of exclusivity is over apparently. So they had their 1-year exclusivity on Xbox. Now it's going out of exclusivity and they're launching on PS5, which is great. Gives them a second chance to now earn some additional revenue. And then hopefully they'll drop their first story DLC next year now that they're past the launch on all platforms.
That's what I was hoping. So, the details. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that work for us. How would you grab the attention of a bunch of single-minded thugs?
You want me to pretend to be Crane, don't you?
Well, aren't you a smart cookie? And I think I know just how to do it.
So
Just
it's
give me
not
one
just...
second.
It's all the NPCs. For some odd reason, the NPC dialogue in this game is really quiet.
Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours, didn't they?
Sure. I know how to build structures from schematics.
That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
With some snoochy
What are you
boochies
on
on the
about,
side.
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course, you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there, too, so you don't starve on me. And
Old
so
possum, malt
you might
liquor.
have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials, too, since you're doing me such a big one. Who knows? Maybe you'll learn something while you do it. Now, you ready to get this show on the road?
Let's do it. Oh, I have a charisma option. Construction, scrapping, and dealing with thugs. You're gonna need to pay me more for all that.
It is a lot to ask. Fine. I could do 75, but that's as high as I'll go. That means you're up to the task?
Let's do this.
Hot dog. Be good to have those dolts off our back at long last. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The Wayward gets left alone. Oh, and on the topic of leaders, you know, one of my people found this tape in the camp across the way, recorded by one overseer of Vault 76. It's a little out of date at this point, but it seems it might have been left for someone from her vault. Maybe it was waiting for you? Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably worth looking into if you think you could use a little refresher.
Nice. Alright. So that completed one quest and got us on the next quest. So we've got a overseer log we can listen to. Which I believe is under the... Is it notes? It's holo, yeah. Overseer log camp.
Overseer's log, south of Vault 76. I knew this wasn't going to be the Appalachia I remembered, but... mutated animals, haywire bots, and... no people so far. We have to be ready to rebuild in... what I can confirm is... hostile territory. Fortunately, Vault Tech was prepared. You see this? The cooking station, the stash box, the workbenches, all built with the camp.
Oh,
You need a
that's
home
right.
base
So
out
she's
there.
talking about
The construction and assembly mobile platform is designed to give you that. Just add resources, planning, and a little elbow grease.
so you're meant to
When you move
play
your
that while
camp,
you're standing
everything
here
you
at the
built is
camp.
stored, ready to be placed back down in the new area. Use this to establish a foothold whenever you're in unfamiliar territory. I've left my camp behind so you can use it.
Which is this place.
I know I'm breaking my own advice by not taking it with me. But after seeing Appalachia for myself, I need to make sure every resident of 76 has a safe haven they can start from. I'll make do without it. If it's still standing, the town of Flatwoods is further down this road. Find me there. This is the Overseer. Signing off.
Alright. What's up, Heinrich? Good morning. JK says, a game worth playing is... I could make a game with no bugs, but it'd be shit. I think that's the funniest thing to me is armchair game developers who will sit there and rant and rave about how a game has a bug, but yet they've never built a game. It's like, if you've never built a game, you kind of lose the right to complain about a game having bugs. Because I promise you, every game in the history of games has bugs. We've talked about this a million times. Alright, let's place our camp down here. Question for the long-term players. If I can break down my camp after I've built stuff, right? Build a weapons workbench to scrap items. Okay. Switch to build mode, modified mode. Navigate, back cancel, snap glide, replacement. Open widget. To prevent further mode, option. You can edit, apply, remove wallpapers, click replace, lock, or replace. And by selecting the appropriate category, you can still store scrap and attach wires using the controls on the button bar. Okay, so I think they said weapon. It's an armor workbench. Weapons workbench. Can I how do I spin around? You can't break your camp down, but you can move it anytime and tear down. Well, I mean, well, okay. Well, that's kind of what I was getting at. Was can I? So when I break this down, like when I place this, if I break it down, do I get my resources back? Transcend. Ah, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Toggle the camera. So there's an actual build camera. That's great. Toggle object rotation. Ah, beautiful. That's what I was looking for. Placement. Snap. Okay. You get your materials back? Perfect. Because, like, I don't want this to be my permanent camp location, you know, I just want to be able to, you know, I'll do this for the quest completion, but, read the plan, crane treasure, and schematics from your inventory. Build the Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign at your camp. Probably be under the quest icon. Toggle camera. There we go. Build.
Broadcast tape issued. Please deposit data tape into any relay system terminal. Target marked.
Okay. So I have built the treasure hunting sign, but I need a broadcast tape, which means I have to go to a new location on the map. We do have some quests over here. How do I pull those up? Miscellaneous. Craft a weapon. First, let's scrap all junk. Perfect. Oh, wait, I excuse me, how do I... Do I scrap that or do I open that? I think I have to scrap it. Jesse says scrap it. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I'm scrapping all this shit. Hang on. Why is it warning me not to scrap that? Because it warns me not to scrap this item. Or it says something about... Am I going to get those components back when I scrap that? Oh, to get... Okay, so scrap the premium item. Okay. Alright. I need to make a weapon. Transcends in the most valuable thing is the storage chest. Always make sure you store your extra materials in it. You can find the chest at every train station. You can also build it at your camp. So it's like a global bank. Survival throwing knife. It doesn't say what weapon I need to make. So let's just make a throwing knife. Okay. Can I modify this at all? Not yet. I don't have anything that I can modify with. Transcend, correct me if I'm wrong. It's been a while since I played. Or Jafsy. I guess anybody, because I have multiple people now in all the chats that have played this before. I can't remember when you, in order to get like mods and recipes, don't you have to break down? Like if I want to get mods for the tactical automatic combat route, don't I have to break down other combat rifles? I can't remember how to get additional mods and recipes. It's been a while since I've played. Anybody who wants to answer. Because like right now I don't have any mods for this. I have no mods available. It's been a while since I've played. To get mods, you gotta scrap the weapons. Okay, that's what I vaguely remember. Perfect. Now I need to craft a piece of armor. Nah, I want the standard backpack. It looks way cooler. Thank you very much. Do we want any flare? I don't have any flare at the moment. Okay. Alright, now I'm going to put all my stuff in here. I already have a bunch of stuff in the stash box. I actually don't want to store junk. So hang on, when I thought I had broken down all the junk, but apparently I still have a bunch of stuff over here. I guess this doesn't count as junk. What I would need to go over to is tab through. See, I have, yeah, all of this stuff. There we go. Because all this stuff can be used for crafting, as I recall. Oh, hang on, I've got a supply package. Take that, because we're going to break that down. Trent says you should store your junk always, even if you need it. It will automatically pull it from your stash AK storage. That's perfect. So we're going to be coming back to the stash box frequently. And those are found at train stations too, right? I think, if I remember correctly. And I think you said that earlier. But again, it's been a while. Alright, I will be right back. My wife is up. I need to just say good morning.